Hi, I'm Mahmoud, and recently I have been talking to some local bands and I was offering them to do a full-scale metal production with me. That offer included the whole production, taking the song from demo all the way to finished product, finished master basically, including all the editing, mixing, mastering. Taking a look at the lyrics is something that I really value a lot because, as for those of you who don't know, I'm from Switzerland and English is not a native language, and obviously most musicians still write their music in English. And I want to take a look at their lyrics and make sure those are right and those are actually expressing what the musicians are. What the musicians want to say. What some of those bands answered surprised me. Here's what they said. We only want to record a demo. We don't need a full-scale production. We just want to record a demo and show it to some friends and see where that takes us. It's an understandable thought, right? I mean, all of our favorite bands did that. I mean, you could record a demo, show it around, play a few shows, a big label gets a whiff of what you did, they sign you, bam, and you're the next Guns N' Roses and you're playing stadiums, right? The dream. Now, let me tell you why, unfortunately, that won't work anymore today. And that's because nobody wants to hear your demo. What do you mean nobody wants to hear a demo? Our demos are awesome, our songs are great. Okay, let me rephrase that. Your song kicks ass, but this isn't about your song. This is about demos. In today's world, you're not competing against local band A, B, and C. This is way more challenging than what it used to be back in the day. This is a completely different situation. You're competing against the world, and thousands of bands, maybe millions, are releasing amazing records every day. And why would you want to compete against that with a demo? This isn't just about your demo, but you're competing against crazy productions. Wouldn't you want to show off your song at its highest peak and show its full potential? Well, yeah, I guess, but I mean, we can't afford a full production. This is really expensive. I mean, this is gonna sound really harsh, but no one is waiting for any band to release anything. There's so much great music out there that you might as well take the time, save up some money, and get it produced the right way, and then release it. There's no point in putting all the time into a demo if you can get a full production with just a bit more time and just a bit more care and more attention to detail. Think about it. When was the last time you heard a song that sounded not good? You know? Did you finish listening to it? Did you actually go through the whole song? Probably not. I mean, what do you think anyone would want to hear your unfinished product? See what I mean? Yes, I get it, but we don't want no music producer fucking with our parts. We write our own songs and we don't want no one telling us what to do, and this is our own thing. We're a DIY band and we don't want anyone telling us what to do, and the music business sucks and producers suck and we don't want you. Again, I totally understand. If a producer ever insists on putting his stamp on whatever you're doing and doesn't leave the decision making to you, then maybe it's not the right working relationship. If you prefer not getting any inputs from your producer, just be upfront about it with your producer. Any guy will understand that. At least make sure, if you do it yourselves, that you work through your parts and you made the right decisions for your songs. At least make sure you worked through your parts really well and you recorded them at a really high level and you kept the quality high. And last but not least, make sure you track the instruments really well. If If you don't know what goes into tracking an instrument at a high level, then get that producer to just help you with that aspect. You don't need him to produce you in that sense, but have him engineer your stuff. Have him take a look at your instruments, have him take a look at what goes into actually making this sound good. And not just in a like, oh, it sounds good, but like an international level. That's what you're aiming for. If, on the other hand, you can handle that yourselves and you're good at tracking instruments and you know what to do with all these instruments and how to track them well, then by all means do that. Go down that route. If you don't know how to mix, at least get someone to mix that. All right, to sum up. First, demos are a thing of the past. Don't go down that route. It's really a lot of work and it's just not worth it. No one wants to hear your demo. Not because your songs suck or anything like that, but just unfinished product are not what it's about anymore. Second, your competition is the world and the internet. It's not about your local friends or your bands, local bands or whoever is around you. It's the whole damn world. Third, take pride in your work. Get it right the first time, because if not, you'll be doing the work twice over. Trust me, I have been there, and it's not as cool as you think it is. Now, to wrap this up, maybe on a positive note, what's the last band you heard a demo of and you went on to check out their full discography? Has it ever happened to you? And if so, what band was it? Leave it down below in the comments and let me know what it was. For me, I'm pretty sure it has maybe happened once, and that was the demo for Escape the Fate's first album. I think it was off of their demos, because I remember the song sounding differently than what is released on their first album, Dying Is Your Latest Fashion, I think it's called. And that was probably the only band that I have heard the demo and stuck around and kept on listening to them, at least for the first record. The music afterwards isn't necessarily my cup of tea. That being said, I've been Mahmoud, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.